Welcome to Stark Raving Social, the podcast for comms pros who want to stay ahead in a world that won't stop changing. Your host is Sherrilynne Starkie, social media strategist, industry pioneer, and trusted advisor to brands navigating the digital landscape. With decades of experience in marketing, PR, and social media, she's here to bring you the insights, strategies, and conversations you need to stay ahead of the curve. From shifting algorithms to AI-driven content, from crisis comms to culture shifts, if it's shaping the future of our industry, you'll hear about it here. This is Stark Raving Social.
Hi everyone and welcome to the show. I'm Sherrilynne Starkie and today I want to talk about something that every creator faces at some point, the need to take a break. This past summer, I made a very deliberate choice to step away from both my blog and my podcast because I wanted a season of lighter work. My goal was simple: take a couple of trips, spend some time at the cottage, and just enjoy more leisure with my family and friends. I didn't want to feel chained to a publishing calendar when the sunshine and long evenings are calling me outdoors. And honestly, the timing just makes sense. Here in Canada, our summers are short and precious. People aren't glued to their screens in July and August. They're outside traveling, doing their own thing. I've seen this pattern play out for years, even back when I was running my agency. Campaign results always dipped in July and August, and not because the work was bad, but because the audience was somewhere else. It's a rhythm I've learned to respect. And once I made that choice, the pressure has lifted. I still serve my clients all summer, of course, but I gave myself permission not to produce weekly content for myself. And the payoff? I enjoyed some slow mornings at the cottage, dinner with friends, and days that aren't shaped entirely by deadlines. Life felt precious, and you can't put a price on that kind of breathing room. Now, I've taken breaks before, it's true. Usually a week here or 2 weeks there, but this time it was different. It was the whole summer. And what it reminded me of is that I am not a machine. None of us are. You don't have to publish nonstop to stay relevant, and the digital space is actually pretty forgiving when you build up a body of work over time. Some of my blog posts from a decade ago still bring new readers to my website every single day, so that foundation holds even when you pause. So now that Labor Day is here, I'm not hesitating to get restarted. I've been creating content for more than 20 years, and I know my audience is still here. The habit of creating is so ingrained in me, I've never worried about losing my way back. I remember when blogging was still brand new. I launched Strive Notes, my first blog, back in 2006. At the time, even missing a single day felt risky. Would people unsubscribe? Would they forget about me? Over time, I have learned that audiences are far more loyal than we give them credit for, especially if you've shown up consistently over the years. And being honest about taking a break can actually strengthen the connection because it reminds people that we're human too. And here's another thing: breaks affect creators differently. For some, creating is a chore, and when they step away, it's really hard to restart. That inertia can really feel like a wall. But for others, creating is a compulsion. We can't help ourselves. We write, we tell stories, we record. That's the camp I fall into. I've always been a storyteller. For me, taking a break doesn't kill a habit, it refreshes it. And that's exactly what this summer did for me. By stepping away, I came back with more energy, more clarity, and more ideas than I had before. Breaks free up creative energy that can get bogged down in routine. I didn't stop thinking of new episode ideas or jotting down notes. I just gave myself permission not to act on them right away. And now September is here, and I am brimming with fresh ideas. Here's the big takeaway. Longevity in digital publishing is about persistence, not perfection. You don't have to hit every single week. You don't have to grind yourself down to prove your commitment. What really matters is the long game, showing up year after year, building trust, creating a body of work that accumulates value over time. We worry so much about algorithms, but in reality, the platforms reward long-term consistency more than short-term bursts of activity. The post that gets discovered years later, the podcast episode that still resonates, the steady presence your audience can count on, that's what makes the difference. And maybe more importantly, breaks give us perspective. Creativity doesn't happen in a vacuum. It comes from living, traveling, reading, sitting by the lake, or just laughing with friends. And every time I step away, I come back with richer material. So, yes, I took the summer off, and I don't regret it for a second. I'm back now with renewed enthusiasm, fresh ideas, and a reminder of why I started this in the first place.
Thanks for tuning in. If you got value from today's show, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and please leave a rating or review, which helps others find the show. And if you know a fellow comms pro who could use these insights, share the podcast and help them stay ahead in a world that won't stop changing. Until next time, keep learning, keep adapting, and keep making an impact.